weird place with women artists because I like it if I hear it and I want to have sex with you. Like if I hear it, I want to have sex with you. That's how I know I like it.
Those are very harsh statements.
I mean, it's a no, but clean that up.
You can't clean that up.
You the Charlamagne. You the Charlamagne.
No.
Let him clean it up. Let him clean it up.
I'm not cleaning it up. I'm supporting it. I'm giving you supporting details. Let me tell you why.
What up?
Because when you're listening to a WAP, I don't like it because I think it's good music. That shit is ear porn. And I saw the video.
Yeah, I don't like it.
That's why I like it.
But that's
so
different.
Don't.
That's different.
Why is that different?
Because that's
not
what
I just said.
That's not the That's not like the.
I listen to it and I want to have
WAP
sex
wasn't
with
about the
That
music,
element
though.
is there, and I think that is a very valid point. And they
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Facts.
And they play into that as well.
Facts.
WAP
you know what I
wasn't
mean? That's
about
how
the
they get
music.
there.
That song
WAP
wasn't about the
music. It was
wasn't.
everything behind it.
It was
And I mean,
everything,
in general, like that's how.
And speaking of WAP,
it is.
real quick, I know this is a little past, but this is a gripe that I have with Cardi B. Cardi B is phenomenal and fire, but I saw a clip of her and she was playing WAP, and her kid came in the room and she turned off the WAP, the song.
Interesting.
Yeah, wait.
And you know,
I
like
didn't
at the
like
end of the
that,
day,
yeah.
look, at the end of the day, cool, she's making money, she's Cardi B, she's lit. Who the fuck am I? I get it. Boom.
Yeah.
But you have millions of other girls that listen to that record who don't have a mom, who don't have a dad at the house to tell them to turn it off, and they're out here doing this. And when your daughter comes in the room, I would just respect it more if she just let that shit rock.
I feel
I feel what you're saying.
I'm not
I
even
feel what
gonna.
you're
I'm not
saying.
even gonna really dispute what you're saying, but I'm gonna add a little bit of caveat to it. Like,
to
I hear your point, but I would definitely say with the other people that have the other young ladies that have parents, that have moms and dads, Cardi B did exactly what every other parent should be doing. Instead of complaining to Cardi about that's what she's doing, Cardi turned it off because that's her role as a parent. She makes what she makes. She makes her money. She does her business.
What about the content that she puts out?
The content.
Like, what about the
and
content
that's the thing
that she
is
puts
that
out?
the content she's putting out, right?
It's not on her if it falls into a 3-year-old's hands.
It's not. I'm not saying it's not on her if it falls into a 3-year-old's hands, but I'm just saying if you have parents in your life, that's the responsibility of the parent. Because here's why. Because at the end of the day, Trey, as young men, we've listened to very damaging songs.
100%.
There are what we heard, what they heard, what women hear from WAP isn't anything new than what we've been hearing since we were born, and our parents did not
So
tell us to
then
turn it
Brady,
off.
why can't Trump be in the office for the next 4 years then?
What do you mean?
Why can't Trump stay in the presidency?
Oh, that's different. You can't do
Nah,
that.
it's not
It's
though.
really different.
Brady, it's
but
not
I have a question.
though.
But I have a
It's
question.
really
You know what I think is so
not.
funny?
What you
but can I
represent
tell
and
you
what you
something?
put out
Can I
is
tell you
a
something?
representation of
But
who you
can I tell
are.
you something? I think
That's
it's very
hard.
funny.
It's hard.
that-
It's hard.
That's hard.
That as a woman
hard.
you're saying that because as I see this huge double standard in music talking about
There is.
WAP.
There
It's not
is.
talking about. Y'all ever heard Gin and Juice, bro? You ever heard Gin and Juice? As a 3-year-old, you smoking on gin and juice with my mind fucking bitches down. We singing that. Right? And that's the thing is that we love when women do what men have been doing for eons. We love to say, how does this affect the younger generation? When we've been had, even some of our idols. Bro, Biggie Smalls said, you look so good, I'll suck on your daddy's dick. Like, what do you think? Like,
But his enemy also said thug life, which means the hate that you give young ones fucks everything.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
I mean, I'm just using it as an example. That I just think it's
I
funny
see what
that
you're
like,
saying, Brady. Trust
why do
me.
why do women always have to answer that question and men just keep
Because
making their music?
because women are held to higher standards. Than
I
men.
don't. I
Nah,
disagree.
nah.
No,
I
that's
agree.
whack.
All right, real
That's
quick.
whack,
I
Trey.
agree.
That's
Like,
whack.
hold on, let's
Bro,
not jump from that. This is a very important
whack.
conversation. Let's not jump from this.
That's
I see
whack,
Women
bro.
are held to a higher standard
That's
than
whack.
men.
No, that's whack.
Oh, you just said
That's
no.
whack.
You're not
They
adding
can't
nothing
be
behind
held
it.
to
Like,
a higher standard when they're not on an equal playing field. That does not make sense. The minute you're on an equal playing field, I can hold you to a higher standard. But who's the forefront of hip hop music? The black man. It's not the black woman. We can't hold them to a higher standard, but not giving them the higher standard money. You can't do that. That's not right.
As
Like,
a
you know
woman,
what I'm saying?
listen, because
You
as
can't
a
do
woman,
that.
I understand
Interesting.
completely.
That's why.
I
this is
understand.
interesting.
No, like
why.
as a woman, I do understand exactly what you're saying, Brady, and I agree to an extent. I agree with you to an extent, but. Me, Alexandra Alexis, a black woman, what I believe as I'm getting older and as I'm growing and just experiencing life, as black women, we have a role in this country. We have a role, we have a responsibility, and we have a message. Jasmine Sullivan, she just put out an EP, Hotels, and when you hear that album, the interlude she had where women express their stories about not feeling like, you know, comparing themselves to Instagram girls, feeling like they had to use their pussy to keep a man, things like that. To me, that's how you do it. You put it into a conceptual EP where after I listen to that, I hear different perspectives. I relate to different parts of that. I could understand that as a woman. A WAP to me is not artistic, and it's not to me, and it's not a representation of what black women should be doing with their music and art.
I don't. The problem is that I don't even disagree, but I have to throw this in there. So as men, right? You'll hear a song like "Throat Baby."
I'm a woman. I don't know what men do. I
No,
don't care
but
about
I'm talking about men. There are men here.
Throw baby.
I've never heard of the song "Throw Baby."
Throw Baby.
Throw Baby. That sounds
And you know what I'm
fire.
talking about? And that's the thing.
God,
But that's
I
the
was
thing,
singing that,
Alex.
not even realizing what the fuck that
But
nigga's
that's the
saying.
thing.
Throw
But that's part of the
baby.
problem. What was Alex's first response? Is that's fire, right?
Yeah.
Women can't do that. Like, why does it have
Nah,
to be
did you
their
hear Ari Lennox? She
No.
said, "I wanna sit on it." You gotta hear
No,
that
no, no,
album.
no, no. I know. That's what I'm
She
saying.
did it
I'm just saying the
beautifully.
principle behind it is just like, bro.
So is it
men
just the
have been
execution
making-
of it then?
It's the execution.
I don't even
It's
think
about the
it's
execution for me.
execution, bro, because we have rappers saying the most as men, bro, and no one is ever holding these niggas accountable.
Well, we do.
Ever, right?
Well, us
but we're
women do.
giving them all our money. Let a black woman try to do that, right? To try to have the expression that men have been having for eons, right? Then they have to answer the tough questions, right? They have to answer the questions.
Yo, y'all about to-
I'm
tired of
not holding-
scratching his
Why
head
is
and-
no one asking Young Thug about his lyrics?
Right,
And what
right,
that-
Oh,
right,
ask
right,
Young
right,
Thug
right.
about his.
No, we don't.
I
No,
do.
Not
we
as much
don't.
as WAP.
Not as
Yeah,
much
not
as
as much as WAP.
and these
Yeah, you're
and the
right.
Megans and the
But
Cardis.
why is that?
Why
But
is
why-
that? Because the
but
black
why is-
woman
hold on.
is always motherfucking bullied up upon. You know what I'm saying? Is
you
that
said
what you're
bullied-
saying?
you said bullied up.
Bullied up
That's what I'm
upon.
saying.
Why
Is that the
why
black
can't they
woman
be?
is always treated as a second-class citizen. The black woman is always getting
Or a
the
sexual
brunt,
one,
right?
shit.
Or a sexual one is always
Shit.
getting the brunt of a fight that isn't even. It's like kind of like how Master P. You ever see Master P's interview on a Breakfast Club where he was pushing ramen noodles, like his own
his brand.
ramen noodle pack,
Yeah.
and he was like, people were asking him like, "Yo,
Why
what's
should I
the
eat
sodium
this?
content?"
Yeah.
And he's
But
like,
they
"You're
don't
not
ask
asking
that.
Top Ramen that."
I
You
do.
know what I'm saying? Why is it now that I'm pushing
yeah,
it,
yeah, I see
right?
what you're
Why is it now that I'm pushing it that you're asking me what the sodium content is? You never hit Top Ramen with that energy. And that's the point. It's the fact that black women have the right, right? The minute we start asking these, it should maybe start with the black woman, but it ends with the black man. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
Ends with the black man, point blank, period. Because at the end of the day, all Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion are doing is they're exercising their right that every black man has. Because I know when I listen to the music, it's about drugs, it's about killing niggas, it's about fucking bitches. And I'm never asking them what they're... Bro,
But I
half the
also
songs-
I should have been playing him the ratchet tracks.